Ephesians 6. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
At least 44 people have been killed after floodwaters sweep southern China's Guangxi province. Another 8 are missing, as state TV shows many partially submerged communities. Torrential rain swelled rivers, sending more than 7,000 people searching for higher ground. Boats buried them and supplies delivered by the local government. The high waters are starting to recede, but these residents in Shaanxi County may have to wait at least a week before levels drop. The flood has also hit the region hard economically. Almost 3 million people are suffering property loss in this province alone. The floods are an annual occurrence in China, which began in early May. Ian Lee, Reuters.
Flooding in Romania. At least 4 people have died and hundreds of people have been forced from their homes after heavy rains hit the country. Rivers have broken their banks. Streets have turned into rivers. Local authorities say that hundreds of homes and buildings have been damaged. In parts of the country, it did not stop raining for 2 days, with citizens still coping with the damage. Deborah Luderback, Reuters.
Rescue workers' double relief efforts as flooding in China's Jiangxi province continues. So far, nearly 2.5 million people have been forced to leave their homes. More rain is forecast through the weekend. Throughout the region, floodwaters have breached dikes and wreaked havoc on infrastructure. More than 211 people have been killed in the past week. The remaining residents in flood-prone areas are being asked to evacuate by authorities, as heavy rains hampers rescue efforts and dikes remain threatened.
Our plan will not change. Our 2 rescue boats will go out today to rescue people. The difficulty of our rescue work will increase today compared to days when it is not raining. Rain affects a person's vision, and it also creates difficulty for us when maneuvering the rescue boat.
Because water levels have receded slightly, some residents here vowed to ride out the flood in their own homes, but others remained undecided.
The floodwater receded yesterday. When the water level rises, our concern is that we are unable to buy food and other items here.
The floods have caused around $6.2 billion in economic losses and destroyed about 195,000 homes. All this comes just a few months after the flood-damaged region was the site of a crippling drought. David Botzi, Reuters.
Engorged in the belly of a military transport plane, survivors of Pakistan's deluged southwestern region have flown to safety, leaving behind a drowned landscape churned into a heavy wasteland after a week of storms and floods. More than 1 million people have desperately needed aid from the cyclone that struck the Pakistan province. At least 80 people have been killed, many of them swept away in flooding. Authorities say the death toll could be much, much higher. Communications are badly hit, and telephone lines are down. The region is largely cut off. Roads, railway lines and bridges have been washed away. Army helicopters and transport planes are dropping aid and evacuating stranded people. But heavy rain is hampering relief and rescue efforts. This is the start of the annual monsoon in South Asia, and weather forecasters are predicting more heavy rains to sweep Pakistan in the next few days. Helen Long, Reuters.
High water levels have hampered emergency repair efforts on the Shanghai Dike in China's Fu River, which breached, causing 100,000 residents to flee their homes. Vehicles and soldiers were unable to reach the flooded area due to poor road conditions. Rescue and repair work for the dike had to be halted on Friday as water levels were too high. Weather forecasts predict more heavy rain, which could slow or even reverse efforts to reseal the dike. More than 2.4 million people in flood-affected areas have evacuated to temporary relief centers, but residents in Jiangxi's Fuzhou said every family has left at least one member behind to guard their belongings and property. Official estimates have put the economic losses at around $10.4 billion. Local media showed rescue efforts continuing in other areas as those in Fujian province freed a young boy trapped after a landslide. The boy was still alive and was handed over to the care of emergency medical teams. Pooja Barwani, Reuters.
Some towns in northeastern Brazil have been completely destroyed by torrents of floodwater after days of heavy rain. Food and supplies are arriving in the affected areas, where more than 40,000 people have been left without shelter. Residents scour the wreckage for their belongings, as many discover they've lost everything.
I lost all the furniture I had, my television, refrigerator, everything. I think I'm going to cry tonight.
At least 42 people have been killed and more than 600 are missing. Rescue teams are working around the clock to search for survivors. The Brazilian government says it will allocate about $56 million for relief efforts, basic food supplies, as well as mattresses and blankets. Kirsty Bassett, Reuters.
His disciples said, "Behold, how it is adorned with goodly stones." And Jesus said, "As for these things, behold, there shall not be left one stone upon another. All shall be thrown down." And they asked him, "Master, but when shall these things be, and what sign will there be?" And Jesus sighed deep in his spirit and said, "Why do you seek a sign? Verily, I say unto you, there shall be no sign. When you see a cloud rise out of the west, you say, there comes rain, and so it is. And when you see the south wind blow, you say, there will be heat, and so it comes. You can read the signs of the sky and the earth. How is it you cannot read the signs of this time? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you no, but rather division. There shall be houses divided, son against father, and father against son, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, ye kill the prophets, and stone them which are sent to thee. I would have gathered thy children together, and ye would not. Behold, your house shall be left desolate, and ye shall not see me until the time comes when ye shall say, Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. Take ye heed. Behold, I have foretold you all things. And in those days after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light. The stars of heaven shall fall. And then shall we see the Son of Man coming in clouds with glory, and a great sound of a trumpet. And then shall he send his angels, and shall gather all nations from the four winds, from the uttermost parts of the earth. And all shall be before him. Then shall the Son say, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came to me. Then shall the righteous say, Lord, we did not these things unto thee. And the Son shall answer them, Inasmuch as ye have done this unto one of the least of my brethren, ye have done this to me. Take ye heed. I say, when all these things be done, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels in heaven. Therefore take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. The Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave to every man his work and his watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the Master cometh, at even, or at midnight, at cockcrow, or in the morning. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.